Is it possible that an ancient and profound order is hidden within our numbers? Could a simple system reveal the very blueprint of the universe? This is the central question posed by Vortex Mathematics. It is a unique system of numbers. It suggests that a deep, underlying pattern governs reality. This system was brought to modern attention by a man named Marko Rodin in the 1990s. He claimed to have stumbled upon a mathematical language that explains energy consciousness, the fabric of existence itself. It is a bold claim. It has fascinated many and been dismissed by others. But what if there is something to it? What if we have overlooked a fundamental key? The core principle of Vortex Mathematics is deceptively simple. It is a process known as digit reduction, or finding a digital root. To do this, you take any number and add its digits together. Example: 35. Add 3 plus 5 to get 8. The digital root of 35 is 8. For a larger number like 487, the process is the same. 4 plus 8 plus 7, 19, 1 plus 9, so 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. The digital root of 487 is 1. 256. 2 plus 5 plus 6 or 13, 1 plus 3 or 4. This method is not entirely new. It has appeared in numerological systems for centuries. Vortex Mathematics, however, takes this simple tool and applies it specifically. It uses it not just for static analysis, but to reveal dynamic processes. It seeks to show how numbers flow, interact, and create repeating patterns. Proponents believe this is not just a mathematical curiosity. They see it as a reflection of how energy itself moves and behaves throughout the cosmos. From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, the system builds its entire framework upon this one foundational act of reduction. It is an act of finding unity in multiplicity. Every number, no matter how large or complex, can be brought back to one of 9 essential digits. This suggests a kind of numerical soul, a core identity that persists through all scales. Before we can judge the claims made about energy or technology, we must first understand this basic rule. It is the alphabet of this strange and compelling language. A language that some say holds the secrets to the universe, waiting for us to relearn how to read it. As we trace the doubling loop of 124875, a curious omission becomes apparent. 2 numbers are missing from this eternal dance. The digits 3 and 6 do not appear in the primary circuit. If you double 3, you get 6. If you double 6, you get 12, which reduces to 3. These 2 numbers form their own separate loop, 3, 6, 3. They exist apart from the main sequence, oscillating between each other. In the visual diagrams of Vortex Mathematics, the 3 and 6 are often depicted as a central axis or controlling element. Why are these numbers treated differently? According to Marko Rodin and his followers, the 3 and 6 represent a higher dimensional force. They are not part of the material flow, rather the force that governs it. A kind of magnetic field, or spiritual control. The main loop of 124875 represents the physical world, tangible matter and energy. The 3 and 6, in contrast, are the unseen influence, the guiding principle that holds the system in balance. They form a linear connection, a straight line, while the other numbers curve and flow. The number 9 holds a special status. It represents the singularity, the source and destination of all energy, the stillness of the vortex's center. When you reduce numbers, 9 behaves uniquely. Any number multiplied by 9 reduces back to 9. For example, 9 times 5 equals 45, and 4 plus 5 equals 9. Wholeness and completion. In this system, 3, 6, 9 form a divine trinity that governs the material world. This triad is said to be the key to a higher truth. This separation is a matter of interpretation. A mainstream mathematician would call it a natural property of the number system. For Vortex Mathematics followers, it's evidence of deeper design. It points to a duality in reality, the physical and the ethereal, the moving and the still, the created and the creator. The numbers 3 and 6 are not just left out, they are elevated. Silent partners in the cosmic dance, the invisible structure upon which everything else is built. Their mystery is central to the entire philosophy. The ideas of Vortex Mathematics do not remain in the realm of abstract numbers. They are intended to have a direct, physical application. The most famous of these is the Rodin coil. This is a specific type of electrical coil, wound in a toroidal or donut shape, that follows the numerical patterns described by the system. The wires are wound in a way that is meant to mimic the flow of energy implied by the 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5 sequence. The claim is that this special geometry creates a far more efficient magnetic field than conventional coils. It is presented not as an invention, but as a discovery of a natural principle. The claims made about the Rodin coil are extraordinary. Supporters have suggested it could lead to revolutionary technologies. These include incredibly efficient motors, new forms of communication, and even devices that produce free energy by tapping into an unseen source from the environment. The coil, it is said, creates a perfectly balanced and focused magnetic vortex at its center. This vortex is believed to have unique properties that standard physics does not account for. It is the physical manifestation of the numerical truth, a machine built from the blueprint of the universe itself. These are profound assertions that challenge the foundations of modern science. Beyond technology, Vortex Mathematics is deeply intertwined with sacred geometry. Followers see the patterns of the doubling loop everywhere. They overlay the numerical diagrams onto ancient symbols like the flower of life or the Sri Yantra. The suggestion is that ancient civilizations knew this system. They may not have called it Vortex Mathematics, but they understood its principles and embedded them in their art, architecture, and spiritual traditions as a secret code. This connection gives the system a sense of ancient authority and mystical weight. The patterns are not just elegant, they feel meaningful. When the lines connecting 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5 are drawn, they form shapes that are aesthetically pleasing and resonant with geometric archetypes. While the philosophy of Vortex Mathematics is compelling and its geometry is beautiful, it has faced significant criticism from the scientific and mathematical communities. Mainstream experts argue that the patterns, while real, are not mysterious at all. They are a straightforward and well-understood property of our number system. The core mechanism of digit reduction, they point out, is mathematically equivalent to an operation known as modular arithmetic. Specifically, it is arithmetic modulo 9. It is like clock arithmetic, where numbers wrap around after they reach a certain value. Taking a number modulo 9 means finding the remainder when you divide that number by 9. For example, 35 divided by 9 is 3 with a remainder of 8. The digital root of 35 is also 8. The number 487 divided by 9 is 54 with a remainder of 1. The digital root of 487 is also 1. It works every time, with the small exception that the digital root of a multiple of 9 is 9, while its remainder is 0. The doubling sequence is simply the result of repeatedly multiplying by 2 within this modulo 9 system. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. It is a known cyclical group in number theory. From this perspective, the special status given to 3, 6, 9. These are the numbers that are divisors of 9. Their behavior within a modulo 9 system is naturally different from the other numbers. There is no need to invoke higher dimensions or spiritual fields to understand why they behave differently. It is an inherent property of the mathematical structure. Critics argue that Vortex Mathematics takes a basic feature of arithmetic, dresses it up in mystical language, and presents it as a profound discovery. The patterns are real, but their interpretation is a leap of faith. Furthermore, the extraordinary claims about the Rodin coil free energy have not been substantiated. For an idea to be accepted by science, it must be supported by rigorous, repeatable experiments that are published in peer-reviewed journals. To date, no such evidence for the Rodin coil has emerged. While many hobbyists have built such coils, none have demonstrably produced the revolutionary effects that are claimed. Without testable predictions and verifiable evidence, Vortex Mathematics remains outside the boundaries of mainstream science. It is seen as a numerological system, not a physical theory. So, what are we to make of Vortex Mathematics? Is it a key to the universe, or just a quirky game with numbers? The answer seems to lie somewhere in between. It reveals a fascinating and elegant pattern within our base 10 system. The doubling loop. The role of 3, the role of 6, the role of 9. These are real mathematical properties, geometric diagrams from these sequences, beautiful and symmetrical, resonating with our sense for pattern and harmony. It invites us to look at numbers not as static quantities, but as dynamic and alive. On the other hand, it is not a scientific theory in the conventional sense. Its core principles can be explained by standard modular arithmetic, claims of it being a blueprint for energy, claims of it explaining consciousness, claims of it enabling new technology. These grander claims lack the empirical evidence required for scientific validation. It has not produced new, testable predictions confirmed by experiment. Therefore, it is not a replacement for physics or mainstream mathematics. It operates in a different domain, closer to philosophy, closer to art, closer to spirituality. Today, Vortex Mathematics is used by many people in a variety of ways. Artists use its geometric patterns to create visual works. Designers apply those patterns in design. Individuals use it for meditation. Individuals use it for spiritual growth. It's taught in circles dedicated to sacred geometry and in numerology groups. It functions as a modern mythology of numbers, weaving math spirit technology into an intriguing and inspiring narrative. In conclusion, Vortex Mathematics is a symbolic system built upon a real mathematical pattern. It is an exploration of the aesthetic and philosophical dimensions of numbers. It is not a proven science of energy or physics. To appreciate it, you must distinguish between the pattern and the interpretation. The pattern is a product of arithmetic. The interpretation is a product of human creativity and the search for meaning. Like astrology or numerology, it offers a lens revealing hidden symmetries and connections, genius insight, or just modulo 9. Its power lies in making us look at the familiar world of numbers with a sense of wonder.